Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series, and this is day 39 away from the CLAT exam. And in this video there is something important which I need to discuss about. And as I said yesterday, the main issue which I am and majority of you are facing in here is the quants problem. So quants may be specific issue is you know what the concepts are, get the answers right when you're doing it in the sectional test, but you're not able to replicate this in the मॉक्स में आपका स्पीड कम हो रहा है, एक्यूरेसी भी कम हो रहा है. बेसिकली मॉक्स में आपका क्वांट्स ही सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है. सो दैट इज़ द इशू विच आई वॉज really pondering upon for this weekend, and I've also spoke to my mentors, and I've also referred to a few sources here and there, and after all the research which I have done, I've come across a proper solution which I am going to follow for the further days. And also I would be telling you guys what needs to be done in the quants for the next 39 days. So yes, stay to the end of the video. I will also be discussing a mock test which I have given. I don't remember which number was it, but this mock test was also packed with a lot of learnings. So without wasting a lot of time, let us quickly start the video. So I did the CLAT post June 1 hours 30 minutes. Yesterday का ही था, continue कर लिया. So even one liners are done for the June. CLAT post में I did 1 hour 30 minutes. I would probably need another 1 hour to complete it. And then CLAT Express February नहीं हुआ, GK test भी नहीं हुआ. Vocabulary and news कर लिया. I didn't do the AON because I gave the LE mock, so I didn't do the AON. So LE mock plus the analysis. Initially I thought कि 3.5 hour at max 4 hours में हो जाएगा. But the level of difficulty of that mock was just inexplicable. I mean, it shattered my confidence like very badly, and there were also a lot of learnings to be made in that mock. So I spent a lot of time analyzing it. So spent like 5 hours over there. So in total, we were able to clock in around 9 hours. So it is a victory when compared to the last few days, जहाँ पर कम हो रहा था पढ़ाई. Maybe I should have done even a GK test or something. It would have been really better. But let us quickly discuss the important vocabulary words. You can take a screenshot of it if you follow it. So I did the 40 and 41st video along with revising a few previous ones. So now I'll first be discussing the mock test, how the mock test went and what are my learnings in that. See, the first learning is English में grammar is a topic which I am really weak in. I absolutely know nothing about the grammar part. So I need to obviously do a bit of grammar की possessive noun किसको बोलते हैं, demonstrative किसको बोलते हैं, infinitive pronoun किसको बोलते हैं. There are a lot of terminologies which I need to be aware of. So how would I do that? I would first refer it to my classes. After I'm done with those classes, I would be referring to the SSC CGL videos or some other sources. I would do this in the month of November, not now. So GK में 100% vigilance will lead to the maximum score, because in this mock the GK was very out of topic, out of context वाला GK था, but I still was able to not get very bad score in GK. ठीक ठाक आ गए थे score, and the very reason being I maximized my score in the questions which I could. अब जहाँ पर मार्क्स ला सकते थे आप वहाँ पर ला रहे हो तो इट इज़ ओके कि कुछ क्वेश्चंस गलत जा रहे हैं. सो जीके में 100% विजिलेंस इज़ नेसेसरी. Many people treat GK as a break in between two heavy reading sections, but it is not to be treated as a break. That is the main essence of my saying. And also I need to cover a bit of geographical things. अब जैसे it asked me what is bordering Armenia, so I did not know that, so I would cover the geography a bit. And legal में time issue again came back, and this time the issue was primarily because of confusion in options or the question, not in the passage. It was the confusion of options because the questions were very vague in nature. So were the options. अब vague थे तो I was just referring back to the passage a lot, so that made me spend a lot of time. So the learning in here is just go by the first thought. Whenever you realize that this paper is a bit vague, then you have to go by your first thought. Even if you see in the CLAT 2025, the first passage, at least मेरे पेपर में तो first passage था the voidable contract वाला passage. In that, if you see, if you were the person who was referring back to the passage to and fro, because the questions were out of the passage, अगर आप वैसे कर रहे थे तो you would have spent a lot of time like I did in the CLAT. But अगर आप first thought पर जा रहे थे तो you would have sailed through that passage and saved a few minutes over there. Logical went well, the time was good, the accuracy was good, so no more learnings over there. Quants में miscellaneous topics आ गए थे, so it hit me. You know, the quants was probably the toughest quants which I have faced in my recent past. And if you guys want to just solve this quants ka thing, if you want, I would send it on the Telegram channel. Just comment something and I'll send it in the Telegram channel. You guys can also join the Telegram channel and post in your queries over there. See, these are the things which I am going to do for the quants. Starting with the first thing, take time but keeping yourself calm. What my mentor said is, अगर आप rush कर रहे हो, then you might save 1 or 2 minutes in the questions. But if at all there is a mistake in your calculations, आप कुछ डेटा गलत लिख रहे हो या फिर आप क्वेश्चन गलत पढ़ रहे हो, then this 1 or 2 minutes जहाँ आप सेव कर रहे थे, this would eat up 2-3 minutes, 4-5 minutes, and even then you might still not be able to know कि आप कहाँ गलत चले गए. And your mindset would be very much messed up after you get a question wrong due to the tabular incorrection, because you have to go back again, solve the table again, and then you have to come back to the questions. So the risk is to reward is very less. Reward आपको क्या मिल रहा है? You will save 1 or 2 minutes. Risk क्या है? Risk is you simply won't be able to solve the quants का section. So quants में even if it takes a few minutes extra, it is worthwhile spending. So that is what my mentor said, and it was quite quite a nice advice, I would say. Reading it correctly in the first go shall be a more of a priority than the time constraint. The next thing is daily 3 sets. These are the things which I am going to do for the further few days. Daily 3 sets for quants. Ab 3 sets में I would also be including the miscellaneous topics here and there so that I am used to even those types of questions. The next thing is 5 to 10 minutes in mock before minus 5 to 10 minutes. So what this means is this is probably the best advice or the best tip I have gotten, and that is, अगर आप जा रहे हो, if you are giving a mock at the center, don't start the mock at 2, start it at 2:05 or 2:10. The reason why I say is because अगर आप 2:05 और 2:10 में अगर आप कर रहे हो, the amount of pressure you build upon you is just inexplicable. आपको बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर फेस करना पड़ता है इन द एंडिंग टाइम, और स्पेशली अगर आप लीगल में ज़्यादा टाइम ले रहे हो, देन इन द अदर सेक्शंस यू हैव टू फेस दैट अमाउंट ऑफ प्रेशर. टाइम प्रेशर भी रहेगा, टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट भी रहेगा. You have to get that accuracy well, you have to get the questions well in a lesser time. अगर if you are making this habit from now, then what is going to happen is in the CLAT exam जहाँ पर pressure रहेगा, even if you get 3 hours for your CLAT, the pressure will be the same. So in the CLAT exam it would be a bit of good thing for you because you are already accustomed to facing that amount of pressure. Because quants में ज़्यादा issue है, I would prefer to keep quants at the end, so that quants में when you are trying to solve quants 10-12 minute ही है, and that amount of pressure comes on you and you are solving quants, then you are making a habit for you to survive through that pressure. So I hope you get what I'm trying to say is get through that position too many times so that it becomes your new norm. That is what I'm trying to say. So this would be the next thing which I'm going to do in the next few mocks. Revising the old topics and concepts. Because if you revise your old topics and concepts, you would come across a lot of tips and tricks which you have written but you don't apply it in the mock, and by applying those tips and tricks you might improve your speed and your accuracy quite well. So that is what I'm going to do for the quants. If you guys also have any suggestions for me in my quants ka subject, you guys can share it, or if you have any queries you guys can either comment it or text me on the Telegram channel. So I believe that is it for the day. Bye.